Oh. Apparently you can hear me in the scene? Question mark. Let's see. If I put the mic in here and then hide it, does it still work? Why can you hear me? Wait, there's no audio source in this scene. That's spooky. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm just setting up, so you're not missing. You're not missing anything. Oh, I'm so glad you guys like this the stream. Hey, Steely. Makes me really happy. It's always a big. Well, I say it's always, but I feel like it's scary changing your content around. But I think what helps is that can you just so my the iPhone keeps uh it keeps triggering the it keeps like plugging and unplugging itself for some reason. I don't know why it's doing that. And so that actually breaks the tracking. That's why my tracking freezes. Anyways, yeah, I'm just getting set up. Where is my script? The server. Server. There it is. Run. That's set up. Now I gotta connect the camera. But how's everyone doing? Happy Sunday. I hope you had a pleasant week. Turn this off. Turn on. Allow. Happy Monday. But it's Sunday. Apollo, since you're new, tell us about yourself. Whereabouts are you? If it's already Monday, then I'm guessing you're like in uh Australia or New Zealand, maybe? Okay, RTMP. Nah, then you are 12 hours ahead of me, at least. Because it's only noon here. Continue. All right. Southeast Asia? Oh, very fun. Okay, let's see if I got the camera feed working. Muted client stream links not found in application. Go live? Oh, that would be why. Awesome. Hi. Okay. We're here. The shop is messy. I did some offline recordings. I did some more additional work. And I will catch you all up in a couple minutes here. We'll go over my results and where I am at in the experimental or the development of the generator. Catception. Is there is there an echo or something? or just because like there's a VTuber in my hands. But yeah. Oh yeah. So something I figured out, there's a 3 second delay on everything. So hopefully the my VTuber model should be in sync with my microphone, which is in sync with the video feed. So everything should be synchronized. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then a cat loop. Yeah. All right. Um so I need to go trigger the stream starting script upstairs. Because it didn't trigger for some reason. I don't know why it's not working. So I will be right back and go fix that. And then we'll chill a little bit and get into the meat and potatoes of things. So yeah, BRB. I'm back. I think it's an OBS bug. Huh. Hiyo. Yeah, that was me entering the curtains over there. I have coffee. I triggered the script. And I'm here. What's up, everybody? Y'all ready to tinker some more? Yeah. All right, let me get you all caught up. So, last time on the stream, we built this prototype here, which is 4 different, I guess you can call them channels, and the water flows through them. And we didn't get a satisfactory result. However, we also weren't able to get the water to flow through this that well. So I, Shruby, oh my God, hi. What's up? Shruby, I stalk you relentlessly on Blue Sky, by the way. I check Blue Sky almost every day, and I hope I see some of your art. So yeah, hi, good to see you. So this is a attempt at a Magneto-hydrodynamic generator. You talking me to? Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, so this is that device, and basically we've got these 4 channels with our copper electrodes in the middle of each channel. So, let's see. Doing some scrapping, awesome. Platonically, I mean, it can be more than platonic. I don't mind. Anyways, yeah. So then I did 2 recordings during the week. So that was last Sunday. We built that, and I have upgraded our experimental setup here. So we've got this sump pump, we've got this bucket, and I 3D printed this, basically a funnel that was like squished. And this funnel forces high velocity salt water through this tiny gap between these magnets and plastic. And I can consistently generate 40 millivolts of voltage. And so today we are attempting to wire 2 of these, I call them cells. We're going to see if we can get them to work together, because this is where the experiment kind of fell apart with the previous design. So it's a problem of wiring them together. And earlier this morning, I was fiddling with this, and I took a measurement of what's the resistance of the salt water. And to my surprise, it's literally like a mega ohm, which is not supposed to do it. That's nowhere near the correct conductivity for seawater. Seawater is supposed to be about 0.2 ohms per meter. So this should be a lot more conductive than it is. So I might have to add more salt to this. But honestly, yeah, we might have to add more salt. So, because the conductivity greatly affects how our generator works. So, we'll do some more experiments, but something else I also figured out is that for whatever reason, I was using these stainless steel strips as our electrodes, and I could not get the generator to work with these stainless steel electrodes. There's something going on with them. So they cause it not to work. They probably change the shape of the magnetic field, which stops it from working. Thank you, Nick. Oh, you made it. Yeah. Sorry, I thought it was a thought it was a whatchamacallit. What crazy experiment is being concocted now? Same one as last week. Yeah, we're still working on the generator. So let's just continue on. Hang on, my Discord is blowing up. Let me see what the fuss is about. Make sure there's nothing important. 1 second. Do 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 do. Da na 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 da 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 da. Bum bum bum. Da dum 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 da da. All right, BRB stream got a stim. Very funny. Oh, it's showing my phone. Wait, no. That delay though. That's fine. It didn't show anything. Time to put Keto back on TV and take a nap. Nice wallpaper. Thank you. Yeah, I've had it for ages. Ever since I got that artwork. I need to get some... I need to put a different one on there. Anyways. All right. So, yeah, we're going to measure the power output of both of our cells, and we're going to see what happens when we wire them in series if this breaks something. All right, so we need to add a new measurement here. We need to measure the voltage of both of our probes. So click on measure, source, channel 2. And, oh, off topic. I want to build build or buy a wrist mounted display, or I want to have my phone on my arm so I can check on chat and talk to y'all when I'm away from the computer. I think that would be really cool. So that's going to be a future project that we can design and print together, because that's just a 3D print, honestly. Okay. Type. We want to add another mean like this. All right. So we've got our purple channel, which is this probe, and our yellow channel, which is that chode. Oh my god, that electrode. That chode. Okay. Let's see. So red goes to this, and oscilloscopes, their ground connection is identical. So I don't actually have to connect this, but I'm going to well, I'm actually not sure why, but I'm just going to do it. Okay. So let me do this. Those of you wondering what this is a submersible pump. They're used for basements. We literally have one right there that drains out the rainwater when that happens. Yeah, this isn't going to work. I need to add a wire, an extension, because I don't want these probes to fall in the salt water. So let me make a minor adjustment here. We will just grab this wire and make it longer so I can keep my probes out of the salt water. This one is broken. Yeah, let's just make new wires. But yeah, this will probably be the last stream for this device. Because my plan, after we prove it works, or if we don't work, if it works, then I will design a portable version with an LED. And okay, yeah, so assuming this works and we can stack the voltage and increase the voltage, I will print a very long strip of this. Or actually what I could do is I can build, yeah, I'll just print a long strip and we'll stack like 20 cells in a row and get them to light an LED. And if that works, I will build a portable version because I live kind of close to the beach. I live on a coast town. So I can literally go to the beach and test it at the beach with the beach water. Um, so that's kind of like that'll 100% put this like there's no way disputing that it works if I get that scenario to work. So because this is like a laboratory setting, it's just kind of like proof of concept, but until you actually build it and take it out into the ocean, this is just like one step from a napkin concept. So and then that will be that video. All right. And if it doesn't work, I will still make a video where I also submit my findings. And we will carry on and do something else. Now, potential future workshop ideas. There is this channel that has created something very interesting, very relevant to my interests. And are you familiar with what is called an ion exchange membrane? So an ion exchange membrane is a special barrier, usually made of like some kind of like plastic or polymer, that only allows specific ions to pass through the barrier. And these are critical for fuel cells. Fuel cells cannot operate without them. So every fuel cell has one of these ion exchange membranes. So this YouTuber has patented a brand new way to make these ion exchange membranes, but he can make them extremely affordably. Like anybody can make them. You don't need a crazy laboratory to make them. And so I'm thinking, that could be a great follow-up stream, is building one of those, because you can do more than make fuel cells with them. The guy that made them, he is using them to do refining. So he found a way with these membranes to, it's not new, but it's new to me. He's using these membranes to pull metals out of different minerals. And that's extremely interesting to me. So you can throw in like rust and like a rusted bolt, and it will like dissolve the bolt into iron ions, and then you can those iron ions will crash out and precipitate out the bottom with his device. And that's incredibly cool. And he has like all of the plans are open source. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna build that. That sounds awesome. So yeah. All right, we are ready for our test. I'm going to plug this in. It's going to be very loud and scary. Salt water is going to splish splash everywhere, but we do it. Yes! That's the Okay, that was a lot more splashing than last time. What the What the fuck? Why? Why did that huh? Oh my god, what the fuck? Thanks. Thanks, Obama. What the fuck? So it splashed, it came out of this crack. Okay. I gotta tape that up. Oh, my chair's all wet. Hi. A girl gets so wet so fast. Very funny. Make... What are you talking about, Loco? Do. I thought you were... I'm working on my project, and you should work on your projects alongside me. Because there's so many things I want to create. And I'm sure you do too, right? Okay. Let's tape that up. Yeah, apologies for the intermittent chat reading. As you can see, you guys are over there, and I'm over here, away from the computer. I'm trying not to splash. As you can see, there's already quite a bit of salt water on the computer. I'm trying to keep that to a minimum. I had some scares offline with the salt water on computer, because like, you know, if you spill a drink, there's a chance that you'll be fine. With salt water, you are 100% cooking your computer because it's conductive. Absolutely conductive. Okay. Come here. Go here. All right, I am just trying to stop this from splashing me and hopefully redirect some of the water where it's supposed to go. And I noticed I forgot to actually plug in the secondary electrodes. So let's do that now. Okay. All right, let's see. So we are reading okay. Looks like we got our 40 millivolts from yellow and 20 millivolts from purple. But now I have to unplug this without... Oh, it's on my phone. Did I hit the camera? Oh, it's on the light. This is not good, guys. -17. Yeah, this fucking water gets everywhere. I would do it on the floor, but then like it'd be really hard to film. And also I would just be on the floor and wet instead of standing and wet. Yeah. Second Life Christmas decoration. Make a saltwater and high voltage outlet scare. It's only 120. Come on. 120 just feels like a pinch. You're fine. But, you know, I don't respect 120 much, but you should be scared of it. Sorry, I should not I should not encourage you to go lick electrical outlets and that kind of stuff. But 120 is not particularly dangerous. Oh, my poor table. Okay. Do. The mug of coffee. Yeah. The TF2 mug. Got from a buddy years ago. Okay. Okay. I need to get this to stop squirting everywhere, so I can actually do proper measurements. So, more tape. I will tape up those corners. Dun, 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 dun. All right. That one is taped up. It should stop squirting upwards. And now the other corner. I have a love-hate relationship with electrical tape. Okay. Okay. Is this going to behave? Oh my god, I made it worse! What the fuck? How? Literally how? Yeah. It's completely sealed. I don't understand how it made a jet directly up. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so it's shooting up through this. God damn it, no matter which way I point this, it always shoots at my phone. Bro, please. Please stop soaking my phone. It's phone seeking. Oh, and the scope. But I care more about the phone. At least it's water resistant. The phone, anyway. This is not water resistant. Okay, so it's squirted up through this tape here. So you know what? I'm just going to increase the gap. I'm going to make the gap wider so that it stops squirting backwards. So clearly there's too much resistance. I am a little soaked here. That's okay. I run hot, so the extra cooling is appreciated. Okay. And you come off. Yeah, so you can see how I built this, which is honestly nothing fancy. There's just two copper wires that in there. Really, really nothing fancy going on. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just remove all this extra tape because that clearly didn't work. Oh, we've got rusting happening. So this ferromagnetic guide. Interesting. There's some gunk in here. Okay. So I will put the spacer here and here in hopes to make the channel bigger so the water will just flow through instead of squirting every fucking where. See what? as cool as this like project has been, it's honestly really not satisfying. This project kind of blew. Oh no. No, my plastic broke. Okay. Well, that's a step backwards. uh I should have made it thicker. It just snapped right off. Okay, do we hot glue it? Or do we just kind of do what I was doing before, where I have them separate and just like stick them together? But I need to hold the hose up because it's all floppy. Although I could suspend some wire from the ceiling. That would help with the floppy hose business. Let's do that. Okay. Fortunately, IRL me is fairly tall. So I can just kind of reach up here if I need to. Ah! It's hooked on the camera. Oh no. Chat, let go. Chat, stop it. All right. So I guess we will need to slightly move the setup over like this, and we can tie this up like that. And this will make things a bit more manageable. I'm hoping that this doesn't influence the result, but I seriously doubt it will. I absolutely don't think it will. No, don't kink. What the fuck? Don't do that. I was considering getting Bit for bringing Bit on stream, but since we're dealing with so much water and clearly it's going every fucking where, that would just piss him off. And he wouldn't want to hang out down here anymore. So he can hang out on future streams. Alright, I'm gonna catch up on messages. You're not a short stat? Not IRL, unfortunately. I'm a long catto. Yeah. 10 foot tall? No, I'm 6 foot tall. I'm gonna plug a 4-mile long extension cable and steal your power. You need a moment, you can go hang out with him. Keep the water from shooting out. We wanted to shoot out forward. Hey, Snap. Was that a 3D printer nozzle? Yeah, it was, but unfortunately the plastic snapped. So, I can try. Explains the long cat. Yeah, look, I'm long. Long catto. I got leggies for days. All my height's in my leggies, by the way. It makes flying in airplanes incredibly uncomfortable. Okay. Well, let's just reassemble this, and I will just gingerly stick. This is such a clusterfuck, but I'm trying to do this in a somewhat systematic fashion. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong magnet. This is the one you want. Okay. So now the gap in here is larger. It should be easier for the water to shoot through, and it won't spray backwards as violently, I hope. Okay. Great. And let me double check our wiring. Interesting that one of these is a lot fluffier than the other. That's because our time scale is different. There, now they are the same time scale. One of them is different vertically. This is the same time scale. I only see one waveform though. Oh, they're just on top of each other. Okay. We'll just offset them for meow. Okay. So I'm gonna just dunk these in the water. Plunk. And I see our voltage drops to almost 0. Yellow channel is at 4 millivolts. Purple channel is at 2 millivolts. And now we're going to increase the, if I swish it around, oh, what? If my body contacts the water, what? That's not good. I'm influencing the result. Okay, that's something I got to keep in mind. Yeah, I am apparently, my body is influencing this. How strange. Okay. So we're going to plug this in. It will spray not everywhere, just like that. And I'm going to attempt to spray through the device without it going every fucking where. Fuck. Shit. This isn't gonna work. Unfortunately, the velocity's gotta be high. So we have a few options. This is not holding anymore. This is giving up. If we print something new, that's gonna take like an hour. I could try repairing this. Let's just hot glue it. Let's just use Captain Hot Glue, my beloved. Okay. These magnets are simultaneously strong and weak at the same time. It is infuriating. I can't quite make sense of it. Okay. So let's heat up the hot glue. Although there's a spicy secret or third option. I kind of want to give it a try. No, not that one. Let's try the hot air gun, because this will do things quick. Okay. So this is probably going to make things worse, but it'll be funny. Okay. So the idea is I'm going to soften up, not this part, but this part. So I'll use the hot air gun to get this plastic soft, and I will literally just stick it back together with my bare hands, probably burning them in the process, but it'll be worth. Come on. It wants to. Ow. Yep, we're getting there. Ow. Ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. Oh, it's so close. I should just hot glue it. But I have to know. Melty. It's cooling so quickly, I can't get it to touch before it solidifies. Alright, it was worth a try. Let's get the hot glue gun out. This is a bit too large for the iron to do. So we'll just hang out and chat while we wait for the hot glue to warm up. And I can do some tidying up while we wait as well. See, I have a love-hate relationship with cleaning. Like, I actually really enjoy cleaning my shop, but I hate cleaning the rest of the place. Anyways, let me check on you. How are we doing? Oh, there's water on my computer. Damn it. Fuck ass salt water. Okay. Uh-oh. It's asking for my passcode again. Hang on. I don't want chat to know my passcode is 123456. They'll never know. Fucking God, I hate Apple so... You fuck ass! Again? It keeps doing that. I don't know why. It keeps, like, connecting and reconnecting. It's super annoying. Gotta change the code on your luggage. Yeah, what's up? Move that water away from the edge of the table. You got the dread. Oh, you think it's gonna fall off? It's pretty heavy. You saw the code? Yeah, that's cool. I honestly don't care. I do not use that phone is just a webcam for me. There's nothing on it. I don't care if it gets hacked or whatever. Ow. You forgot to hide the code. It's fine. You feel that you get the odd joy in cleaning and organizing cards, but fuck cleaning the kitchen and anything else. Yeah, right? I think I love finding and putting tools away. That's really satisfying to me. At least for putting away the tools that I actually have like a home for. Because there's a lot of tools that I haven't quite figured out an organization for it just yet. But yeah, while we're waiting for stuff and things, what future workshop ideas? What would you like me to build? Also, hello. Lightly salted coffee. Yeah, it adds flavor. I'll give you snackies and head pats if you come organize my garage. That'd be kind of fun, actually. You need to create a device to give your chat uppies. You know, I would have to find a way to do that without showing my face. You have an air gun? I do. That's a heat gun over there. Box Roomba for bit. Salt does intensify the flavor of coffee. Build a tank. Anything I'd ask you to build can be done on stream. You mean it can't be done stream? Ah, yeah. Fair, fair. Let me check something. I'm gonna check something. I'm curious. How many peeps do we have tuning in? I'm just checking the view count because I'm a psychopath like that. Let's see. 58. Wow. Oh my god. Hi. So many follows. Welcome, Pompadour, Diamond, Ardito with Hydrion, and Zandia VR. Wait, Zandria VR. Welcome. Pleasure to meet you. Will there be more workshop stream for different projects? Yeah. This is my content for the near future. These workshop streams. So we're building all kinds of things. Build a high-powered blue laser. Fursuit head or mask for face stuff. Honestly, Nick, I've actually really considered that. I actually kind of want to make like a protogen helmet. Even though I'm not a protogen, I just really like their style. And I have a lot of the parts for it. So, I would like to do that. But one of the problems or one of my concerns is that kind of garbles your voice when you speak in a helmet. So we couldn't use it all of the time, but I would love to make a protogen helmet. Yeah. Because I have a lot of I think I still have the pot. Yeah, I do have the pot still. I'll have to order some new dyes to dye the plastic. We'd have to set up the laser to cut the plastic to size. So we'd have to do the laser. That's a big project. We could do it. Put the mic in the helmet. Even so, it's gonna sound like all like distorted and squish. But yeah, like this microphone. I could stuff it in the helmet. So yeah, this is how you're hearing me. But yeah, it's probably about melted now. But yeah, lots of cool stuff. Interior mic and soundproof the inside where the mic is. Goodness. Also, Nail and Fairy King, you guys are like on the same wavelength. Custom snowflakes with to install the mic in your brain. You transmit your thoughts instead. Oh God, nobody wants that. Or maybe you do. You perverts. Anyways. Like, oh, I'm the one accusing you. Yeah, we gotta wait a bit longer. Oh, I wanna start on the robot arm so bad. Okay, you know what? Robot arm will be next, no matter what. We'll do the membrane another. My chair's broken! What? What just happened? Hello? I'm not that heavy. My chair just disintegrated. Are you kidding me? Wow. These chairs, I've had these for like over 15 years. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that huh. It disintegrated. Think you've gotten your values. Yeah, yeah. They're in an exploding chair. Look, if this is not I I am dumbfounded. Uh we could try 3D printing a replacement part for this because it's just this ring. And we could reinforce it with a steel band. It would be pretty strong. Jeez. Or I have some scrap steel. We could make steel ones. I do have thick thighs. Yeah, thicker than I'd like. Well, honestly, I don't care about my thick thighs. I don't like the thick tummy. That I'm not about. That is wild. The glue gave out. So this is like, this was glued interweaving and that just gave out. I can't. Wow. Okay, well, we have another project. All right, we'll have no shortage of streams. uh. Convenient, you have some glue. I'm not going to trust my ass with hot glue. Salt water dissolves chair. Uh, I uh, I don't know about that one, Chief. Hmm. Video feed? Okay, that was weird. Chop it up and sell it. Post it as stool samples. Shut the fuck up. You're too funny. Okay, well, we got ads in a minute, so I guess go get some water. I'm drinking this coffee and I'm still thirsty, so I should probably get some water myself. Hello, Void. Lovely to see you again. Kata's butt has touched that for 15 years. Yeah, like I think I had them when they've been in my family for 15 years. I acquired them probably 9 years ago. So, yeah, no, like I grew up sitting on these stools. That's too funny. Hmm. God, I wonder how big. You don't have to wonder. Like you can kind of see. You can kind of just see. I'm not that big. Coffee anti-hydration. Yeah, I'm real. I'm only hiding my face. I'm not hiding my body from y'all. Coffee and compensates the direct privacy caffeine. Yeah. That's what I've read too. Yeah. I will say, I it is very, very freeing doing the like showing my body. Um I don't think showing my face is ever going to be an option, sadly. I do have a stalker, so that's a no-go. But they are managed. Mm-hmm. Da-na, da-na, da, da-na. Not hiding the body. Are you ready for a whole new degree of thirsty posting? I mean, eh. Get shotgun whomst? No, I'm not bringing him up. It's nobody y'all know. Don't worry about it. It's someone I grew up with. Someone. Yeah, yeah. You don't know him. Ba-bum-bum. Oh, by the way, question for those who get easily motion sick. Because I have had a complaint already with the head cam, and so I am considering experimenting with a fixed position camera. But let me know if anyone else finds the head cam kind of like, I guess, like inducing motion sickness or discomfort. Mm-hmm. Because again, these streams are very experimental. I don't know anybody who streams like this in a workshop or with a head cam in general. So I'm in uncharted waters as far as I'm concerned, and I like being out here. Uncharted salt waters. All right, I'm gonna get some water. BRB. Thank you. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Okay. Headcam would work the best since cat moves around a lot in a shot. Yeah, thank you. Like I agree. It's incredibly like super nice from my point of view. Hey Ardito. Let's see. Headcam workshop is fine with me. I'm not prone to motion sickness anyway. Okay. Thank you. All right. I can smell it, so it's probably hot enough now. Perfecto. Okay. It's funny how no matter where I put this iron, the hose just gravitates towards it. It just wants to fuck itself up on the iron. Okay. So I am just going to glue these together and not worry about plugging the hole. I will go with the iron. I'll go back over it and reopen the hole if I need to, which I probably will. This is such a weak connection. This is just going to break again. Oh, damn it, Cato. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, I need a backup plan. Hmm. Well, guys, I kind of just want to start on the robot arm. I'm going to be real. I'm kind of had it with this project. Mostly because of the very lack of results. The math kind of checks out. Okay, let's think this through. So if we take... Let's just do it the other way, and I will just try to set up a splash guard. I think that might be one way of doing it, or potentially we take our funnel here and we insert our electrodes in the funnel itself and then stick the magnets on this. Which could work. Another option is that we could stick the wires in the funnel and carefully position them. Because like our magnetic field will work through this just fine. It'll just want to come apart. Kind of. Or we could kind of go back to the beginning and use our track method again. And just find a way to attach the first generator to our hose with a lot of electrical tape. And you know what? I think that's the winning move. Let's do that. When in doubt, more tape, more hot glue. Okay. I'm just going to put a fuckwad of tape. Why didn't I do this earlier? A lot of tape on this. I do have some concerns that, well, I don't know what to make of it. The magnetic field might be a little too weak for this to work in this configuration, but I'm willing to try. Okay, so this is 4 cells wired in series, and this is one of the outputs, and the other output is here. So we're just going to look at one channel. I'll turn off the purple. So we're just going to look at the yellow channel. Let me put this away so I don't get confused. Okay. Now, before we start measuring, I want to do a splash test. How splashy is this? That is honestly awesome. All right. This is a really strong pump because it's like forcing the tape open. So let's get our electrodes on here, or our probe, I should say. The electrodes are already inside. I just thought of something. Maybe the collected charge might be so little that I actually may not want to connect the ground connection. Okay, so this is going to be a control test. We should see almost no voltage across this. And we're getting 20 volts. Or not 20 volts, sorry. 20-ish millivolts. So that's our baseline with no magnetic field. Okay, very good. And now let's add a magnetic field and see what our field strength becomes. Or the voltage output, sorry. Now, this was designed to work with the disc magnets, not these bar magnets. So, where did they go? Here they are. Let's go ahead and do our first test with these. This is stuck. Gah! Shit. Oh, yeah, these magnets are stronger than these bar magnets. Fuck. Okay, I have to be super careful with this. I don't want to crack them. I'm just trying to use this to grab a hold of them for me so I can slide them off. That's all that this is doing. Oh, got it. All right. One magnet goes here. This one goes there. Okay. So basically, the same magnetic field goes through all 4 cells here. Now, do we see a non-voltage reading of 20 volts? No. Stop spraying my computer! We see the same voltage. So this is the problem I ran into last time with this configuration. Because I measured it working with one cell. And so if I change our measurement here to measure one cell, we'll see it working again. So I'm going to measure across the top cell here, which means I need to disconnect this connection here. Or I could measure from there, but I don't want the rest of the device to interfere with that measurement. Okay. Okay, so we've got our device. Let me see something. Okay. And we have a result. So it's lower, which means the polarity is backwards. So if I flip the magnet direction, we'll get a voltage in the other direction. Yeah. So very carefully. So if I flip this around to this side and that side, like so, put it in position here, and now reattach my electrode, or my probe. I keep calling it electrode. Like this. Uh-oh. The wire just came out. I was measuring the wrong thing. Oops. Well, that would explain why. that do explain it. Okay, hold on. Okay, now we're measuring properly. I was actually measuring across the incorrect cell. $22. Stop spraying my equipment. I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know what to do. Yeah, tell you what. let's clean the workshop and let's start on the robot arm. I'm done with this project. I'm done. I gave it my best. This was a very frustrating one to work on. I got it working a couple of times with one cell. But in hindsight, it was probably just electrochemistry that was interfering. Love to see a cato tinkering. Aw, thank you. Love the mini clamp. I build generators in my basement and grow corn in the yard. Funny you say that. One of my first projects I want to do with the robot arm is I want to make an automated duckweed farm with it. Yeah, you did your best, and that's what matters. Yeah, I will have to tell, because I left a comment on Plasma channel that I got it working, and I was going to make a video on it. But I think I couldn't... Repeatability was a big issue with this project, and I could not get the voltages to add up. So that just kind of fell apart. Yeah. Like if this made a lot more electricity than, like, you know, 1,000th of a watt, I would be a lot more interested. But this is literally just yeah. Anyways, let's start cleaning. Yeah, sorry for the clickbait, everybody. We tried. We tried. I will change the title. A Christmas decoration? Nah, I'm not interested in a Christmas decoration. That's your project, Goober. Bunk. Let's see. Assembling a big robot arm. Part 1. Okay. Let's clean and get all this. There's salt everywhere. God. I'm gonna listen to some music. Okay. Let's just go. Let's just go. I did give it my best. I probably spent way too much time on this project for what it was. I gotta clean this thing out. I've got like Katamari songs stuck in my head. I don't know the lyrics though, I just know the jingle. I will need to actually get water and soap later and properly wipe this down. But for now, this will work. I just don't know how much I trust these shelves. They're a little flimsy. What just happened? This thing just launched itself at me. still can't believe that chair exploded. Crow? Meow? Nani kore? Okay, I gotta walk out of the shop. Put these hoses away. BRB. You guys can't see the stuff. It's too dangerous if you knew. It's far too dangerous. But you can listen. That's fine. Da-da. Okay. Okay. Let's see. 10 p.m. I'm thinking of making an energy drinky despite having work in 12 hours. I will be a bad influence and I will tell you to get that energy drinky. But there's a price that must be paid. Should you choose the energy drinky path? Do you accept my terms? Did that just break? Yeah, it did. I gotta be more careful. I mean, I do have a ton of these things, but still, no reason to be wasteful. Plunk. These ones are so much stronger than the bar magnets I bought. What a waste. This is another hose that must go in the forbidden area. I will just put it in here for now. I'll need to pour this down the drain. So that will be done on our next break, I suppose. I could also pour it outside. Here's the scope that died. Salt water probably killed this thing. Yep. What was this for? Oh, the scope. That was so aggravating. All the software I downloaded for that scope, none of it worked. None of it could see it. I tried like 3 different programs. I think it was fundamentally an issue at the driver level. Because it would show up when I plugged it in as like unknown device. So it was fundamentally a driver issue, but I tried the driver from the manufacturer's website and it just didn't work. So I was like, well, fuck me, I guess. That's fine. It served its purpose. Okay. Oh. What's the squeeze? Okay. If you're going to stay up with me, you got to do something creative. That's the stipulation. Watching the stream doesn't count as something creative. I appreciate it if you stayed, but you got to do something creative. Draw, write a story, something. Deal? How did you get such a voice? Practice. I don't think my voice is that. It's clockable, right? I don't sound completely cis, but it does sound nice. So I'm happy with it. I'm gonna take a nap. Aww. You wouldn't do a nap instead of doing something creative, really? Oh no, I'm getting you confused with Fairy King. My bad. I could draw, in fact, I'm gonna draw you. No, don't draw me. It's very soothing. Well, thank you. I was trying to implement a BCD arithmetic in 6502. Does that count as creative? Yeah. I'd say so. But Midori, if you want to do, I can send you the voice work references I used. Because I'm trans femme, so I have resources I can provide you if you like. It is a lot of work, I will say that, but not impossible. I'm not looking to transition, but very impressive voice. Oh, thank you. Okay. Gotcha. Apologies if I misunderstood your intent. But yeah, it took me about probably 6 months of effort of training, about an hour and a half every day for me to get like a breakthrough according to the guide I was following. And then after that, it was basically like strength training, because you have to squeeze some extra muscles to undo what puberty does. So you had to learn how to talk with that muscle flexed at all times. And then eventually it just got easier and easier and easier. So I don't have to flex that muscle anymore. It's kind of natural, automatic. But there is more improvement I could do. But honestly, I'm happy with where I am. It is uniquely me. Well, I'm happy with where I am vocal-wise. Body-wise, I have a lot of work to do still. As you can see, I am a fat cat. I think your voice is very cute. Thank you. I'm making this as a 30-inch neon wall art. Wow. Hold the throat muscles. Yeah. So it's like have not no, not at all. I am completely open about it. I don't mind answering questions about it. I'm very open about it. But yeah, it's like there's a sequence of muscles that trigger when you swallow. And so a lot of the training we have to do is we have to identify one of those muscles from that group. And then we learn to control just that muscle. And that muscle is responsible for lifting the voice box up and down, or the larynx. And so literally what we do is we get that muscle strong enough to lift the larynx up into the pre-puberty position. And so that that gets you the pitch, but there's still a lot of other like mannerisms and other patterns you got to learn too. But that gets you most of the way there. It's very scientific. Yeah, totally. Yeah. So like all those people that say they can't do it, it's like they can. It's literally the guide that I followed. They break it down into very doable steps. You just have to put in the work. And you can do it. It's like, you bake the cake, you got a recipe, you just follow the recipe. Cute voice, I'm going to fall asleep to it now, thanks. You're welcome. I'll try to refrain from using power tools and wake you up. Or will I? have salt on this table forever now. Okay, I'm just going to put this over here so I trip over it later. All right, let's start. Cat vaults. I've now made a fan art. Oh yeah? You put it in the Discord? Should I have a look? Oh. There will probably be some paperwork in here. So I'll probably have to mute the stream, grab the paperwork and put that away. Hello? Knife. Nife. Whew. I have a really ancient phone. I've got a Samsung Galaxy 6, I think. I should build that into like a wrist gauntlet type thing. I feel a little paranoid not being able to talk to y'all and see what you're saying. I don't want to ignore y'all, you know? Yeah, there's paperwork. I see it already on top. Okay. 1 second. Whoa. Don't worry. I will reenact the reveal. Yes, that be my information. Let's not look at that on stream. Very good. This one. Does this also have information? Let's see. I don't think it does, actually. There's a user manual. Okay. Oh. Okay. Let me check the Discord. Fan art. Aww. The broken chair. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at. Awesome. Thank you very much, you silly thing.